Hello everyone. Today's instruction will include a brief introduction into the HTML language. So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Basically, it's a code that web browsers can read to interpret a website. Learning HTML is incredibly easy. All that is required is good memorization. I would recommend checking out w3schools.com. It's a great resource for learning HTML, and it's also a great reference guide should you forget any of the HTML tags or would like to learn any more about a specific tag's purpose. Now, there are a variety of tools that will assist you in creating HTML. They basically provide a design view in which you can insert text and pictures and links. It then generates all of the HTML code for you behind the scenes. These tools are known as WYSIWYG editors. WYSIWYG stands for what you see is what you get. However, you'll find you have a lot more control over your HTML document while in code view. To show you just how easy it is to code in HTML, I'll be demonstrating in TextEdit. If you're on a PC, an equivalent program would be Notepad. To begin, I'm going to open both TextEdit and Firefox on my screen. This way I can quickly demonstrate how the code is rendered within the web browser. So as you can see, I've already gone ahead and opened up TextEdit. I created a blank document and saved it as an HTML file. I called it index.html. Then I open up Firefox and hit File, Open File, navigated to my desktop, and then I opened up the HTML file that I had just saved from TextEdit. You'll notice right now the screen is blank over here, and that's because we don't have anything, coded into our HTML document. But when creating an HTML document, you'll want to begin with declaring the doctype. This will tell the web browser what type of document to expect. For the purpose of this instruction, we're going to give the document an HTML doctype, and that would look like this. Doctype HTML. The next tag you'll want to declare is the HTML tag, which would look like this. Within the HTML, you'll want to insert a head tag and a body tag. And you'll notice that for every tag that I'm opening, I'm also closing it. So this would be an example of an open HTML tag, where this would be an example of a closed HTML tag. So let's go ahead and create the head tags and body tags. And we'll go ahead and close that. Then we'll create an open body tag, and then we'll close that body tag. I'm indenting these just to give it, make it a little easier to follow what I'm doing here. So within the head tag, I'm going to create a title tag. And let's see, funny title or cats. Cats seem to be a thing on the internet, so we'll do funny cats LOL. So anything that appears within the head tag are primarily for the search engines and for the web browser and determining, certain elements for that document. These elements or these particular items are not shown to the user when they're viewing the web page. Only items that appear within the body section appear to the viewer. So such as content and text, pictures, links, stuff like that. Anything that's going to be within these opening and closing body tags will appear to the user, whereas anything within the head section will not. So let's go ahead and create a heading tag for this page. So there are 6 different heading tags. There's a H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. The H1 is going to be the biggest and boldest. The H2 would be a little bit smaller. H3 would be even smaller, all the way down to H6, as far as the styling goes on the page, and as far as the weight for a search engine. But search engine instruction we'll get to in another course. So let's do funniest cats in the world. Now let's go ahead and create a paragraph tag, and that would look like this. And I'm going to say, check out these funny cats. Now, what you'll notice by all of these elements that I'm inputting right now, they're going to create double spaces between each other. So double line breaks. If you ever want a single line break, you would do this tag of BR. You'll notice it doesn't really have like a closing BR. The way a BR tag is closed is by doing a space / end bracket. There are other various elements within the HTML language, such as image tags that close in the same fashion, where you don't actually have like img as a closing tag in its own. It's done inline within the image tag itself. So on the second line, I'm just going to do even more funny cats. Now let's go ahead and create another paragraph tag, and then within that paragraph tag, let's do an image. So I can show you how images are inserted within a page. So we're going to open up the tag, we're going to do img for image, and then we're going to do src. src is for the source, equals, open quote, close quote. Then we're going to do an alt attribute, equals, open quote, close quote. Now we're going to go ahead and close that tag. So just like the BR, we're going to close it this way. And for a full reference, as far as what tags open and close certain ways and the functionality or purpose of those tags, once again, I would recommend going to w3schools.com. They have a huge reference guide, and that'll provide a lot more information than what I can go over in this instructional video. So to a search engine, images just appear as blank images. They don't know what an image is. It's just a white space. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to put keywords or text that relate to that image within the alt attribute. That stands for alternate text. So I'm just going to type funny cats. And for the src, this is where we actually want to put a path to that image. So we can either go to a website and we can locate an image and we can save that image to our desktop, and then we can link directly to that image that's located on our desktop. Or for the purpose of this instruction, I'm going to find an image that is on Google Images and just copy the image location. So I've already typed in funny cat on Google image search, and I found this little cute guy. Let's right mouse click on that image and hit copy image location. So that's going to copy the location right to my clipboard so I can paste that right over here. So you can do Command V or Control V, whatever kind of system you're on, and it pastes that path to that image right here in my source code. Now let's go ahead and create another paragraph tag, and within this paragraph, let's go ahead and create a link. So paragraph, and let's end that paragraph. Now we're going to open up this tag with a, and then href equals open quote, close quote, and I'm going to link this particular link to Google Images. So let's open that in a new window. So that way when people click on my link, a new window will open up in their web browser instead of navigating away from the page that we just created. So to do that, we're going to do target equals open quote, close quote, and let's go in here and type underscore blank. And that is just the syntax telling the web browser to open that link in a new window. And we're going to close that with that closing bracket, and let's see, check out Google Images, and let's close that anchor tag like so. And let's just type Google Images in here. So http://images.google.com. And let's save our document. Then we're going to go back over to our web browser. I'm using Firefox. I already have that index.html file open. And let's hit refresh. So up here it says funny cats LOL. This is the title of our page. Our title appears at the top of the web browser in this little tab. So title right here, funny cats LOL, and appears right here. Then we have within our body section, anything that appears, within the body section appears in our web page. H1, funniest cats in the world. So this is nice, large and bold text that we have right here. Funniest cats in the world. Then we've got a paragraph tag. Check out these funny cats. And then I did a BR, which is a single line break. So you can see this only went down one space, whereas this was multiple line breaks. This was multiple line breaks, and so on and so forth. Then we've got this image that we just pulled from Google Images. We inserted that right into our source. And then we created another paragraph tag with our anchor link in there. So it says check out Google Images. So right here, check out Google Images. And if I were to click on that link, it's going to open up a new tab, to Google Images. Like so. And that's because we have the target underscore blank. So that way I never really left my page. I can always click this other tab and go right back here. If I were not to have put the target blank, the Google Images would have taken over this window and I would have left my website. I would have had to hit the back button to access my site again. So that is our beginner's introduction into HTML. This right here will get you on your way to creating your own web pages. And I look forward to talking with you again when we get into the more advanced session. All right, have a good one.